Good morning. I just love talking to you. And by you, I mean the internet. I do. I hope you don't mind. This firearm was cleared off camera. I'm just being facetious. I don't really know what that word means either. But I can't take credit for any of the ideas that I have. I really can't. I know I mentioned in a previous video that it would be smart to have a secondary firing pin that you maybe file down so it doesn't even make contact with the primer, and then putting that firing pin in your gun when you're away, so that way if someone thinks they're going to use your firearm without your knowledge, it's not going to happen, because unless they know that you replace the firing pin, they're not going to know that your firing pin isn't going to strike the primer. I learned that from Shooter, okay? Like I'm not claiming to have come up with that idea. And that's the movie. This is a movie. This is a great movie. Shout out to anybody who's watched this movie. I appreciate you watching this movie because I like this movie too. No, this is how I hope one day all firearms are sold. And I get it. I know a lot of people like it, it's the same way with cars. I just like making correlations. I like to say, look, you can go to the dealer and just pick out something on the lot. Or you could be like, you know what? I know exactly what I want. I'm going to buy every single piece individually. No, the equivalent to me would be like ordering it, just going on like the Nissan website and being like, I want this option, I want that option, I want this option. And then just going through the steps and then having the car delivered to your house and never really having to speak to anyone. I look forward to one day buying a car that way. I do. And buying a gun that way. I want to be like, okay, I want this frame. Just send me the frame. Actually, can you fit all? Imagine if they fit all the parts. Like, imagine if the tolerances one day were so high that there was no fitting required. Like, you literally could just drop in any part. That's what I look forward to. Just being able to drop in any part into anything. Whether it's a firearm, it's a car. Look, I believe this is a tool that's used to save lives, because even if it ends up having to take someone else's life, it saved my life. And I think that's one thing that a lot of people don't want to acknowledge, that for every life taken by a firearm was a life saved by a firearm. Unless a robot was carrying the firearm. I don't know, that could be possible as well. Look, I'm just messing around, as in just speaking off the cuff, I'm not necessarily thinking about every single word I'm going to say, because I'd like to believe that we all can just have conversations, and if the wrong word slips out, I could be like, well, that's not really what I meant. I don't think there's anything wrong with retracting your statements, especially if you're human. I'd like to believe that I am human. Please let me know if I'm not, because a lot of times I'll go around in society and be like, I can't find anyone else that has an open mind and is willing to explore these ideas. I hope there are other philosophers on planet Earth. I just need to find them. Okay. Now I'm just being silly. There's a few things I wanted to talk to you about. These cards, I love this game. I use this game not the way that it was intended. I kept all the cards that for the jobs that I'm willing to do. It's a stack similar to this. These are the ones that I'm not necessarily inclined to wanting to do, but because I appreciate you, as in the internet, look, I'm gonna pick a card and pretend this is my job for today. Some of these are dirty. I'm sorry about that. Okay, today I will be a spy. No, I can't do that. All right, next one. Today I will be a campus security. Dude, actually, you know what? You could do far worse. So if anyone has any of the jobs in this pile, look, I have nothing against your job or you. I just don't want to do it. And that's the thing in life. I realize I'm like, if someone doesn't like me or my content, that's fine. It's the same way this, like, look, if I don't like your job, that doesn't mean I want to go out and eliminate everyone that does your job. That would just be weird to me. I don't know why people do that. Another thing I want to show you, I'm working on painting my phone cases. Look, it's called art, okay? Why can't you just This is a shout out to, this is a shameless plug, Emma Chamberlain. Mr. Chamberlain, I forgot your first name. I'm sorry. I just refer to you as Mr. Chamberlain. Mr. Chamberlain. No, I think it would be cool. It would be like, yo, what if, you know, you do the art on the what's it called, canvases? Dude, I need to learn how to speak correctly. This is why, you know, if I reference anyone, I really hope I never meet them because I make a fool out of myself. Shout out to Gina, darling. I had a huge crush on you. You're uber famous, but you know, I got over it, okay? I get over all my crushes. When I was in grade school, I had a crush on Tori Spelling, okay? 90210. Shout out to 90210. Okay, I'm just gonna stop. But no, I genuinely appreciate the fact that YouTube is a place where you can share ideas and be silly and never really feel like people are maliciously trying to pick on you. That's how I feel. All right, so here, let me look. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with this album, okay? I go through these obsessive phases. I'm just gonna look at, and I don't know how to use my phone. Okay, let me show you. No, this album is legit, bro. So I have to speak softer because I don't want my sons to wake up. I definitely want to buy this. Look, sometimes when I hear an album I like, okay, my first criteria for going to see someone in concert is I have to like all the songs. Because I'm like, yo, concerts are expensive. And I have to get dressed. I have to put clothes on. I have to get into a vehicle. I have to drive to a location. I have to go through all these steps to like just listen to someone. And I'm like, well, I have to really enjoy your music. No, that's why I'm genuinely curious about the Apple Vision Pro, because I'm like, what if I just want to be at home in the comfort of my own home and still enjoy like an experience that's not the same as going to a concert, but similar. All right, this is, let me show you another album that I was obsessed with. Okay, look, I was obsessed with this album. Look, this and Blackpink. There was a time, look, an album, sometimes I'm just like, I gotta listen to it. So this is another famous person that I had a huge crush on. I'm slowly getting over these crushes on famous people, okay? Miss Anderson, I appreciate your music and your content, really. That's how I feel about, let's see, who else? Blackpink. I'm not gonna say a lot of people, but that would be, I have the CD. Look, that just shows you I was willing to go and buy the CD. I hope I can get the Juju. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. Juju Bling Bling CD. I laughed because I feel weird saying, like, look, it wasn't a name I thought was gonna be coming out of my mouth at this moment. But you know, that's life. You know, life, I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm at 8 minutes, but I just enjoy talking to you. So shout out to anyone out there who's, you know, just vibing with my archive. I think I'm gonna go with maybe 10,000 videos in the archive. And then, you know, once I have my artificial intelligence company, it'll be far easier to upload videos that are consistent with a certain criteria for YouTube. But I appreciate YouTube being here. So thank you. I love you. I hope you have a blessed day.